in Week 4, the Seahawks won a shootout in their first matchup against the Lions. Can Detroit get revenge? Find out next on EA Sports.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the...
is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his third season now out of the University of Alabama.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before. Let's go!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw here is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Henry running right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken. because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Henry up the middle. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it breaks up 2nd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Inside handoff, Henry. They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Again, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks Jefferson. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Williams. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Pollard again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. But the ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. I know it was a gain, But you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's Tua. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen for Henry. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Tua. That's Samuel, caught left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. Roy did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the second of our tripleheader here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are moving on as they were able to eliminate.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's the option play now to the left. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff to Henry.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 22, Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Fields. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown!
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Tua. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Tua. Pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Brought down by Willie Gay. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
27 yards there, a first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Ty Montgomery. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Complete, it's Henry. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now they got to get to the line quickly to try again after the sack. Tua, throw caught here by Bird.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Demir Bird, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Going to try the right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Fields going to keep it once more. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 10. And time, a huge factor. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check, got that done. Win a wild